going on? What's going on, everybody? Peace and wholeness vibration.
Are you serious?
I'm reaching into my 7 Bomar because we got some deep information to go into this evening. Let me stop.
Yeah,
Shout out to 7 Bomar. We appreciate you, brother.
sending us
Just
down a whole nother rabbit hole.
we're gonna give it a second. We're gonna let it breathe.
We're about to go down to a whole nother rabbit hole right now. I mean, we already went down there, but just diving real deep into it.
Diving super deep.
So we're gonna get real deep today. We might lose some people.
Like I had to check myself. I was like, "Are you crazy? What the hell's wrong with you?"
Hey, what's up, Sheik? Sheik your way. What's up? What's up?
What's going on, everybody? What's up?
Y'all
What's
check
up?
on in. We're gonna be talking about some real esoteric stuff today. We're gonna be talking about the days of the week, guys. The days of the week and what do they mean? Who invented these days of the week? And why, where did Monday come from? And what about Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday
Friday and
and
Saturday.
Friday? Why do I feel free on Friday? I'm gonna tell y'all why. We're gonna break down some of these spells for y'all tonight. What's up, Carrie? We about to be breaking some spells. That's what we're gonna do today.
We're gonna help y'all with your manifestation.
Yes, because sometimes you try to manifest and it don't work. We about to tell y'all why your manifestation is not working. Yeah, you got to know how to play the game. So we doing a series of stuff teaching people how to play the game, so you can make sure that you winning and you understanding what you're doing, so you can live a purposeful life.
All right, so we got a good connection. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me get in here.
Just
What's
lighten up
going
my
on?
stage.
Oh, we love you too, Freddie. We appreciate the love. We appreciate all the love that y'all share throughout the week. I mean, almost every day we get some type of comment, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on, excuse me, if it's on Instagram. We get all types of comments about how much y'all love us, and we
Yes.
love y'all too. We love and appreciate y'all. And since we got the connection good, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Now, for those of you all who don't know, I'm Chris.
And I'm Felicia.
What up?
And for all our new subbies, if we got some new subs here, welcome. If you haven't already subscribed, what you waiting for?
Get on there, hit that subscribe button,
Yes.
turn on the notifications so that you'll know when we're going live.
Yes, guys. And if you don't mind, just put a thumbs up on the video. If what we're sharing is helpful for y'all, just go on and
Yeah.
just hit the little X right now. Give us a little thumbs up.
Let us know that the information that we're sharing is something that you value.
Right. And if we just don't need to say it no more, we just shut the hell up.
Yep. Yep.
That's just another way to know what type of information that we need to bring.
Oh yeah, the sound. Yeah, if you like 432 hertz, you probably know what I'm playing in the background. This is from Meditative Mind. Want to give them shout outs. That's pretty much the music that's playing in the background, and a lot of times that's the music that we listen to while we're sleeping.
Yeah.
So we do almost everything that we can to really get in tune. From the food that we eat, we try to maintain our energies, which is our emotions, and we tune in as much as possible. Meditation. I just did a awesome meditation right before we did this live. So
Yeah, baby, you meditate like 16 times in a day. You do. You do. We meditate more than me. I'm gonna say that.
I make sure I meditate at least
16
probably
times.
no at the minimum 2 times a day.
Yeah, that's very minimal.
At minimum 2 times a day. So that's where I am. But yeah, okay. So today, y'all, the topic that we're going to be diving into is talking about the days of the week.
Yep.
This is tied into some manifestation because if you all know, if you're on this path and you're watching this video, you're already awake and you know that when it comes to the calendar, that was put out by man, that was changed a couple different times. They added months, they took away months, they took away days. This year's a leap year.
Boy, if y'all didn't know, you know now. We got
Yeah.
29 days in February right now.
Yes. And I want to give a little disclaimer with this before we jump into it because um, this is just the tip of the iceberg of the information that we've gotten into. So there's still a lot of research and things to go into it, but we found some stuff that was pretty interesting that we wanted to share.
Yeah.
So definitely do your research. If you have a notepad or anything right now, definitely be able to take down notes so that you can look into this information on your own time as well. All right. So let me just check.
And if you
See, I was
guys want us
enchanted
to
forest music.
post some cards, we can do that at the end. But if you do, you can drop it in the chat and just let us know. But we'll do the card ending after we dive a little bit into the days of the week, guys.
Yes. All right. So going back into what I was saying, now that we know that the calendar that we hang on our walls and stuff like that, even the ones that's in our phones, is a little bit off. Okay. And there's a reason for that, which you can look into on your own. But we found out that when it comes to counting the days, the numbers that are associated with the days are really not those days. And like I was saying in the beginning, shout out to Seven Bomar. He actually shared some of this information, and we're just going to dive into it. If you all would like to get a little bit more in-depth information about it, you can definitely check out his first podcast where he mentioned it. But what we're about to go into is some things that came to us intuitively to really help when it comes to manifestation. Because if you're trying to manifest something as far as love, as far as wealth, as far as health, there are certain days of the week that you would need to really start prepping this. This is almost like using the moon in a sense, because you know that there's waxing phases and there's what's the other phase?
Waxing and what is the one? Waning.
Waning, yeah. So you have to know when to implement these things, and we just wanted to share this information because the ones out there that are really controlling the world, they know these things.
No, they created it. I mean, they know really well. Shoot, they invented the days of the week from the gods, the Greek gods. So they know what they're doing.
Yeah. So we're gonna dive into some things. All right, so we're just gonna get right into it. How about that? Okay. So, and of course we got our notes here, so there's a lot of notes.
We took some notes.
So we're just going to be, excuse us if we're looking down. I'm going to be checking through on the comments every now and again as well, just to make sure we stay right on task. And once again, after we finish going through this information, then we'll open it up for any questions, or if anyone wants to have a card pulled for them, then we'll do that as well. All right. So, when you're looking at the days of the week, starting on Sunday, because for us, Sunday is the first day of the week. It may be different for some people depending on how you look at it, but for us, it's on Sunday. So you got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, excuse me, Sunday. I already started with that one. But, you know, in most cases, you would put, if you were counting the days of the week, you'd be like, Sunday is 1, Monday is 2, Tuesday is 3, and so on, right? But when you look into history, like way back when, say for example, if you wanted to count your sheep or something like that, most of the farmers back then, they didn't count because they considered it, in a sense, what was it, baby? Like
it was an obstruction to their abundance. So they, as a matter of fact, they didn't, back in the day, how we understanding it is that they didn't use numbers for counting. Numbers were more of like an archetype per se, instead of using it to do I have 2 or I have 3 or I have 4. It represented something. And so that's what we're gonna get into with the numbers and really what they represent and how it ties into manifestation and just kind of getting yourself aligned with nature to kind of, you know, manifest what you really need. And I guess they call it magic.
Yeah.
or alchemy or whatever. It's the same thing. It's just getting into alignment, getting into the cycles and the seasons so that you'll be planting in the spring, right? Instead of planting in the wintertime. At the, bottom line, that's pretty much what it is.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. Now, for Sunday, um, Sunday is the first day of the week, and the number that corresponds with Sunday is the number one.
Right.
Okay, now, but that number one doesn't represent the numerical one, but it's really more the archetype of more like the seed of life. Actually, I drew a little diagram here. How many of you all are familiar with the Vesica Pisces? Okay, it's a sacred geometry. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up, see if y'all can see it. So the Vesica Pisces, we're talking about right here in the middle, where those two circles meet. That is the seed. Okay, now the seed can represent like an idea or something that you want to give birth to. So when you're going through and you're planning, if you can go through and do that planning for what you want to do, and it's kind of like even when you go throughout life, like you have your most people work Monday through Friday, right? So on Sunday is a day to really reflect and get in line what you're going to do throughout the week. This also corresponds to what you want to manifest. It would probably be better to get those ideas and things that you want to start getting into, or if you want to plan. Sundays are going to be a good day for you to get that through.
Right, right, and Sunday, it's broken down as the Sun's Day, because when these people in Rome, when they gave the name, the days of the week, they were very specific in how they did it. So Sunday, you can think of that as the Sun's Day. Did a lot of sun worship and all that stuff back in the day. They try to hide now in religion, whatever. They're still doing sun worship, if you ask me. But
Still doing it.
that's besides the point. But yeah, so that would be Sun's Day, and it says here that the Sunday is named. They named that pretty much like I said after the sun. And so the next, you done breaking down the Sunday?
Yeah, that's for Sunday. Yeah. And so yeah, go ahead for the next day on Monday, man.
Yeah, the next one will be Monday, right? And that will be considered Moon's Day. So they named that after the moon. So it will be Moon's Day, right? And so that will be the day of the moon. And the ancient Greek Herma I might be saying the name wrong, but it's Selenes. You can look it up yourself. That's the day of the moon for Monday, Moon Day.
Yeah. Now the number that is representative of Monday is the number 2. Okay? Because 2 represents the dualistic components of everything. Because when you think about it, even when a child is born, it starts out as a seed, right? It has that seed, right? And then that seed splits off into 2. So you have your man, you have your woman, you have your good and your bad. This is Monday. This is when the things they split off and they start to create. Okay, so that's Monday is represented by the number 2. And of course, you got things duality. This is where duality is born. Okay. Oh boy, somebody's phone dying. You better get that charger.
Oh man, don't let your phone die.
All right, so that's Monday. Now, these next days that we're going to go into, as far as when it comes to the archetypes, a lot of these archetypes are going to be tied to the planets. And if you saw the thumbnail that I put on there, I did put some of the symbols for the planets that's coming up. If any of y'all recognize those symbols, just drop a comment, let me know, let us know that you recognize those symbols. And some of those you may have already seen, and we're going to go into it, okay? Now, the next day is Wednesday.
So we didn't do Tuesday yet, man.
Yeah, we did. Oh, we did. Wow.
Got to do Tuesday.
Go ahead, because I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. So Tuesday. The next day is Tuesday. And what is that? Oh, Tuesday is it represented by number 9, right?
Number 9 in
So that
Mars.
one is represented by the archetype number 9. And so
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday was actually named after a Roman god is a god of war, and
Mm-hmm.
a Greek god of war, which is Ares.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like Norse gods, Norse, Norse
Mm-hmm.
gods. So you guys can look that up. And Tuesday represents it's the day for Mars, the planet Mars. So
Mars.
these are like archetypes.
Yes, represented by the number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Represented by the number 9. And when you think about it, this is representation of the protector of the development. Now, when you look into this Visca Pisces with this diagram I'm going back to the diagram, y'all. When you look at the diagram, make sure y'all can see this. This line that goes right outside of this, when you look into biology, a lot of times you see the cells when they split off, but they're also surrounded by this membrane, right? And that membrane is designed to protect what's going on here in the middle with these cells that's splitting off and they're multiplying. So on Tuesday, this is when you're doing a lot of your protection for what your development. And when you think about it, as far as all of these Norse gods that's over war, like they're over war because they're protecting
Yeah.
whatever they have, whether it be an idea, whether it be their territory. They're trying to protect what they have and gain more.
Right. So you got to get in the spirit of protection when you're doing your manifestation. It's just kind of like, just treat it like archetypes, knowing what days of the week that correlate with what you're trying to do and how you're trying to manifest what you're manifesting.
Now, on to the next day, which I tried to jump into, which is Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday is represented by the archetype number 5.
Right, which is Odin's day. If you guys watch American Gods, you kind of get familiar with these gods and why they named the weeks after them. But Odin he's another warsome god, and he's Wednesday. So Odin is represented by Wednesday.
And the planet that is represented by Wednesday, which is also the archetype number 5, is Mercury.
Yep.
Okay. Now Mercury, a lot of y'all know about Mercury because if we say Mercury retrograde, everybody
Going crazy. Like, Mercury's in retrograde. I can't do this. I can't do that.
Right.
Because that's the one that deals with communication. They do the back and forth, the coming and the going. That's when Mercury's in retrograde. That's when things can really get chaotic.
Right. And depending on if Mercury is in retrograde or not, that can be an indication for you that if there is some type of communication that you want to have with somebody else, or if you're trying to put out some type of publication, things of that nature, which is kind of ironic when I think about it right now, because Publix, for example, okay, a lot of y'all know Publix, love to shop there, right?
I do.
They put out their new publications for their sales on Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, and they know what they're doing. It's all with the manifestation. They know why they're doing it like that. Because Wednesday, again, Hermes, which is a Greek god of commerce and invention, that helps with the whole communication thing. So they're in the flow. They understand that. So every Wednesday, if you trying to get something out there, you're trying to promote something as far as communication, I guess Wednesday will be a good day to do that.
Yep. Getting into it, y'all. Now, the next one is Thursday.
Yeah.
Now, this one is a big day for me, and it really got my attention because right now we're in the process of manifesting abundance.
Yeah.
And we wanted to know when is the best day to do something to manifest abundance, right? So Thursday is represented by the number 3.
Which is Thor's day. Thor's got the big hammer. So that's his day. Another Greek god.
Yes.
Day of Zeus. Same thing.
Yes, and this day is also connected with the planet Jupiter.
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you all who are in the astrology, Jupiter is really tied to abundance, and if you want to do some things, some rituals or whatever you're trying to do around that day, if it's around money, if it's around wealth and health, Doing it on a Thursday would be your best bet to really get that in alignment, because it's kind of like, okay, we had gotten some information about candle magic and when to send candle magic out.
Yeah.
And when it comes to putting your order in, you have to kind of think about it like Amazon in a way.
Yeah.
Like if you want to order something and you want it to be there, say Christmas just passed, right? You order something from Amazon, you want to make sure that you ordered it in time so that it reaches you by Christmas. So when it comes time to putting in orders for your manifestation, if you want to put in abundance or anything like that, you want to make sure that that order is in no later than Thursday, because then it's it the delivery truck hasn't left yet, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure that you put it in on that Thursday, so when it can be picked up and it can be delivered to the universe, and then it can go through its back office and do its thing and help get that back to you.
Right. And you just set it and let it. Just you just know that it's coming back. I already did this. I did what I have to do. Send out my request, and you just wait for your return. Like if you order on Amazon, you send it out, and you're waiting for your package to come back. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yep. Now the next day that we're going into is Friday.
Right. Friday.
Friday. And this day is represented by the number 6. The number 6. Okay? And in a moment, I'm going to show you something that's pretty trippy when you go through and add all these numbers up, and you'll see how it all really connects.
Kind of way. This one is free as day. And free as day. You ever notice how if you're in the working world, right? Whenever Friday comes along, you feel how do you feel? Free, right? You feel
You're
really free, right? That's the connotation of Friday. That's the archetype. You're supposed to feel free. It's Friday.
Yep.
It literally frio literally means free.
And this is also, and the reason why it feels so inviting and loving is that because it's connected to the planet Venus, which is the ruler of love.
Yeah.
Which is not a coincidence, because when I was telling Alicia, like we have it in our calendar to have a date night on Fridays.
Yeah.
Like most people go out on dates on Fridays. And it's something that's in us, that's intuitive, that we know that, oh, this is the day to really express love and express joy and happiness, because we made it through the end of the week. We want to bring our loved ones together and celebrate that.
Yeah, it is just the energy.
And for the last day, which is Saturday.
Right, which is Saturn's day. It's represented by the planet Saturn's day. The day of Saturn.
Yes. And this is represented by the number 8. Number 8. And just real quickly, just to recap, if y'all have something to write with, I want you to write these numbers down, and we're going to add it together, and we're going to break it down, and you're going to see why this kind of makes sense if we ain't losing y'all. So Sunday is number 1. Monday is number 2. Tuesday is number 9. Okay. Wednesday is 5. Thursday is 3. Friday is 6. And Saturday is 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you add all those together, tell me the number that y'all get. I'm gonna wait to see if y'all do the calculations and see what number y'all come up with. But going back to Saturday, which is represented by the number 8, it's also connected to the planet Saturn. Planet Saturn is the ruler of keeping things in check. Okay, so this is the time of the day when you're really taking all of that knowledge and wisdom and you put it together to make sure that everything is going the way that it should go. Okay, this is like another way to just to reflect, and if everything's going the way that you want it to go, then that Saturday night you go out, you party, you celebrate. Hey, everything's going the way that I planned.
Some music going, and you just, hey, it was a good week, you know.
Now, I haven't seen anybody put in the numbers yet. I don't know if y'all had a chance to write it down.
I hope we didn't lose y'all. Did we lose y'all? I know this kind of deep, but
yeah,
stick with us.
I see some Kendra said I need to go back and rewatch this. It's some good stuff.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep it together. Okay, but if you haven't added all together, which is 1, 2, 9, 5, 3, 6, 8. When you add all of those numbers together, it comes to the number 34. But we know in numerology we break that down. So when you take the 3 and the 4 and you add it together, you get 7.
Bam.
7 days of the week. No matter how you cut that cookie, it's coming down to 7. And that's how it all ties together. Now, in looking into that, this can give you some insight as to if you were trying to do any type of magic, if you were trying to do any type of manifestation, as to, and you wondering why it didn't work, is that because sometimes you got way ahead of the delivery guy, or you were way too late and the delivery guy already left.
And it's not in alignment. Your stuff is not in alignment. And another thing that you want to pay attention to is your natal chart. You want to pay attention to your natal chart and see, when it's the best season and when it's the best time for you to do certain things. Doing things in a particular time when the planets are lined up in a certain way might or might not help you along whatever you're trying to manifest or whatever you're trying to get accomplished. So if you guys haven't did your natal chart reading yet, I definitely encourage you to try to see if you can pull your natal chart. If you don't understand it, we do natal chart breakdowns and readings. But you definitely, it really, really does help to have an understanding of where and how the planets do affect you living here on planet Earth. Because the elites know how it affects them. Like the people who are winning, guys, I want y'all to really pay attention. The people who are really winning, seriously, who are really making moves, they understand how this planet works. You can't be living on a planet and don't really want to try to figure out how things work. You want to hit your target.
Yep.
You want to live your life purposeful, and the way to do it is through knowledge, because knowledge is power, and wisdom is a proper execution of knowledge.
That's so right.
Because you could know a lot of stuff, but if you don't know how to use it right, then that's not wisdom.
Yes. And just real quick, this is kind of off topic, but it was some news that was brought to my attention today, and it kind of hit me kind of hard today.
Oh yes.
Because if you all are not aware, today Kobe Bryant and his lovely daughter have hopefully returned back to source today. It was announced that Kobe Bryant and his daughter, along with a number of other people, died in a helicopter crash earlier today around 10 a.m. Now, I just wanted to take this moment out to just show my respect for the family and show my respect for Kobe Bryant, because when I was a teenager and I played basketball all throughout high school, with a majority of high school, and my whole reason for even getting into basketball as much as I did was because of Kobe Bryant. A lot of the moves and stuff that I used to do were because of Kobe Bryant. The way he dunked, that's the way I dunked.
11.
So definitely he is going to be somebody that is missed deeply, and it's just a shame that at 41 he's already checking out.
Right. Something don't seem right there, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, and it definitely don't seem right. Some news and responses to his death just seemed a little bit too quick for me. It almost seems in a way like it was planned.
You just doing too much, baby.
Okay, I'm going down
YouTube.
Okay,
YouTube.
we're on
YouTube.
They may shut down.
Look, you see, it's 11:11. We got 11 views and 11 likes. I woke up at 11:11 this morning. I have never woken up at 11:11 in my life. This morning I woke up at 11:11, guys. And that's deep. And then today, when I was studying for school, I was doing sports psychology, and I was forever trying to print out chapter 9. But chapter 10 kept coming out. I'm like, why? And it's a lot of ink and a lot of paper. I'm like, why is chapter 9 not coming out? And so my mom called me, and I was talking to my mom, and she was just talking to me and seeing how I was doing, and I told her I'm studying, I have a quiz I got to take, and she was telling me about some poem that she was reading to me because my mom is very poetic, and she was telling me about a poem about what's the name? I wrote it down too. Um,
Or
Great man toiling upwards in the night, something like that, and
where's
another
your
one.
notebook right over there? Oh
Yeah,
no.
but I wrote it on a piece of paper. You want to give me the piece of paper
Yeah,
because I
let me
wrote it
grab
on
it.
a piece of paper.
Let me
And
grab it.
I'm here writing this poem down, and I look at the phone. Earlier today I kept seeing all these pictures with Kobe Bryant, and I didn't pay it any mind. I'm like, okay, he looked nice, and I kept scrolling. But when my mom was telling me this poem, right after she gave me this second poem, I'm gonna read it for you. I don't even think I finished the whole poem because I was so messed up. um, the first one she read to me was this. She used to always read this to me when I was a kid to encourage me. And she said, "The heights reached and kept by great men. The
Mm,
heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flights, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upwards in the night." Right? And then the other one is what got me because after she gave me the other one, and I don't even write these things down because my mom been saying this stuff all my life. So,
mm.
but for this reason today, for whatever, I just say, you know what, I want to write it down. Say it again, mom. Let me write it down. And so the next one was, it was called "Lives of Great Men All Remind Us." Let me see. I'm gonna get you the whole thing because I was just while I was writing this stuff, I looked at Instagram and I seen Kobe Bryant dead, and I was like, what? While I'm reading this poem, really. And this is in the middle of me reading this poem. And the poem is this: it says, "Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the
Mm.
sand of time." Then I look over my Instagram, I see Kobe Bryant dead at 41. I'm like, wait, hold on, wait, what?
And y'all, here's the other part because we dive deep. We look into things that most people don't see. For those of y'all who know, Kobe Bryant's number for the majority of his career was the number 8. And um, recently, I can't remember if I told y'all about this dream, but I had this dream about these numbers, and it was 5477. And when I go through and I add those numbers, they come up to 23. And so for the past couple of days, I've been following that number 23 just to see what comes up, right?
It's been a ride.
And how about Kobe Bryant's date of birth is August the 23rd.
And mine's 923.
And there are no coincidences. There's a reason why um, his death today popped up just out of nowhere, and we don't know what the connections are yet. But just like Sheik Your Way, yeah,
Something ain't white.
something ain't white.
And then I'm studying sports psychology. That's my chapter that I'm doing. And I kept trying to print off chapter 9, which is not sports psychology, and it won't print. And it's not until after my mom read the poem and I looked on the phone and I seen what happened, the damn chapter finally printed out. And I'm like, what the hell do all of this mean? But that's a nice poem though, and I think we should you know, the life of great men. I'm gonna read that one more time for y'all. It's called "Lives of Great Men All Remind Us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time." That's some deep stuff right there. That's for Kobe Bryant. He was a good
Hmm.
man. He was trying to do good things. See, let me be quiet because what I really want to say, I don't. Let me just be quiet. Mum's the word. But I just find it strange how every time these people try to do something different and try to really reach out there and not pretend to help somebody, not pretend to help a group of people,
But really,
but actually help, then all of a sudden something just happens mysteriously. If they're pretending to help but not really helping, then they good, they fine. But when they really start actually helping, it's just strange, mysterious things happen. And I don't know. It's just really strange.
Yeah, it is. It is very, very strange. But if you all have any comments, definitely drop them down in the comments below, and we'll jump into those as well. And it looks like we got our first request for a card reading in from Cat Miller.
What's up,
What's
Cat
up,
Miller?
the cat down the road?
What's up, the
Are
cat
you
down?
the cat down the
You
road?
got the cat down the road.
All right, so we go go through and pull a card for you
All
today.
right, Cat Miller. Let's see what we got on deck for you on today. Get my selenite. You guys, if you don't got selenite on deck, I advise that you get your selenite on deck. Selenite is amazing. I think for this
Oh,
week,
go ahead and cleanse them. There you go.
yeah, I'm gonna be working with selenite and moldavite this week. So you see, I got little. I made these too. Aren't they cute? See this selenite, and then this is my moldavite. I made this too. The moldavite is right in the middle. How cute is that?
Breathing in that good ass prana. I
Yeah.
see you. I see.
Okay, so you're a
So,
Ralph fan too,
all
huh?
right. So we got a reading today for the cat down the road.
All right, let's go. Let's get a message from your higher self.
Mm-hmm.
See what's in the cards for you today, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Cat Miller. What is your oh? Okay, see. So we
That's one
got
card.
emotions that came out. What's
That's
up,
the
Cat?
first one.
Ooh. And we have perspective, and we have target. Okay, so those are your cards, Cat. I got you.
Right.
So you got the thought. This is the first one that popped out. Oh, I'm sorry, not thought. Why did I say thought? Emotions. So your emotions is the first one that popped out. So usually this is a major card, by the way, the emotion card. So whenever the emotion card comes up, you might want to pay attention to how you're feeling. Um, Pay attention to who's around you, like who is evoking certain emotions around you. And you also want to make sure that you're balancing your emotions. You're not letting your emotions take control of you, because if you notice that she got a sword right here in her hands, and she's balancing the sword. So you definitely want to make sure that your emotions are balanced and you keep it in check, and you're not allowing it to control you.
Mm-hmm.
And just to go a little
That's
bit
those.
deeper into the emotions, when it comes to emotions, you got to realize that all emotions are necessary. Sometimes you want to choose one over the other. They're all necessary. They all play a major part in our lives. And you have to watch how your feelings are influencing you. You got to pay attention. Use your feelings to evaluate your situations. Your feelings, you can use your feelings as a tool. Instead
Mm-hmm.
of allowing it to move you, watch it and use it to see where you're at right now energetically. It's a tool. And pay attention to the message behind the feelings that you're getting. And ask yourself, are you a negative or positive person? It's just a question mark. It's neither good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to know how to balance it out and what's serving you. It says practice acknowledging your feelings. So if you may be a little bit closed off and you backing away from your feelings, start paying attention to your feelings, because it can bring you some messages. Don't forget to fill your day with laughter. Step back and detach emotionally. Know when it's time to detach, right? And positive emotions open you to learning. So and also repressing emotions creates dis-ease, which is disease.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to have anything repressed. If you're holding anything in, you want to find a healthy way to release that, and also address symptoms of emotional repression. So it sounds like repressing some type of emotion. It's time to, let it out in a healthy way. Right now, you have the Ten of Air, and the Ten of Air says it's a time of independence, time to say goodbye to the public persona,
Mm.
no longer bound by another's opinion of you, and it's time for you to walk your own path.
Yes.
Step out into the great unknown and embrace your potential, because you got a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and the self is whole. See yourself as whole. You're not a half without somebody or with somebody. You're whole either way. It said it's time for you to grow up and leave home. Home doesn't necessarily have to mean like staying at home with your parents, but stepping out into your own in your wholeness.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
stepping out of the safe zone,
the safe zone. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. The safe
because
zone.
so many of us, cat down the road and everybody else included, we are really being called to start using the gifts that we
Yes,
have.
our uniqueness. Step into your uniqueness, and I got something to say about this uniqueness. Our uniqueness. I'm gonna quote Seven on this one, which I really like what he said. He said, "We are creators, and our uniqueness is a fruit of our tree." And I thought that was so bomb. Like I would think of it like you have an apple tree,
Yep.
and you see the apple tree, right? What's up, honeydew, sweetie?
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
see the apple tree, but where the hell are the goddamn apples? That's when we have our uniqueness. Our uniqueness is the fruits of our tree,
Right.
right? And so you have the four of fire. It looks like it's time for you to get a little bit more focused.
Yes.
Focus your mind, focus your emotion, and act with deliberation. Establish a good work ethic, establish a creative process, devote your time to regular practice. Whatever you're trying to bring into fruition, it's going to take dedication. You want to be willing and be prepared. Um, you know, Seems like something is you're not quite catching, like something you're trying to do and it's not quite working. You got to get focused.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times the focus is what's needed,
Yeah.
and you know what? It goes back to shadow work, because in order to really focus on something, you have to remove all of the obstacles.
Oh yeah. If you guys haven't seen on Netflix, man, The Gift. If y'all seen y'all gift, say I. The Gift. If you seen The Gift on Netflix, say I.
I fell asleep after the second episode, so I
Listen,
got to get back in.
listen, Linda. Y'all have to see The Gift on Netflix. That is so deep. My favorite part of that whole series is when she had to go into this cave. She thought she was about to die. And she went deep, deep, deep into the cave. And the deeper she went into the cave, Carrot, that's what's up. The further she went into the cave, the more of herself she uncovered. She was crying, sobbing down there, just because she didn't know who she was. She was lost. Everybody kept asking her, "Who are you?" And she's like, "I don't know. Who am I?" But when she came out of that cave, she knew who she was. And that's when she got her gift. She got her gifts after she did her trauma, her healing from her trauma. It was so amazing. I was crying a little bit too.
Yeah, and just another thing, I'm just going off on tangents, because I'm sorry, y'all.
What tangent you going off on?
This is raw and uncut. Once again, I'm going back to that live that we did prior to 2020 coming in, right? And I was talking so much about how important it is to do shadow work, and it came to my attention today that because a lot of people are out of tune with nature, as far as, because if you actually were able to take the time to go out into nature and actually connect, then a lot of the answers we would get. But because nowadays so many people are in the cities, they're away from nature, and they just can't really get out like they really want to. So what higher selves and our ancestors and spirit guides have done is put a lot of the messages in movies. They put it in movies, they put it in TV shows. Because if you all watch the show OA, at one point, the lady was telling her, I think this was on season 2 or season 1. It was on season 1 towards the end, where the spirit guide was telling her that we had been trying to talk to you this whole time through the wind, but you just didn't pay attention. And it was funny because a lot of times when I look back on that show, there were so many times that the wind was blowing and she didn't know why the wind was blowing,
Yeah.
but it was trying to talk to her. So many times, even in Dark Crystal, like the lady with the one eye, she was communicating through nature. But so many of us nowadays just don't have that ability sometimes to get out and really connect with nature. But we can sit back and we can watch Netflix.
Yeah.
We can sit back and we can watch all the movies on our jailbroken Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So they know that a lot of the information they can put out into the movies, like just to name some movies right off the top of my head. Hold on, let's see. Let me check while I'm rambling, see if anybody put in a request. But some of the movies right off the top of my head are, of course, The Matrix, Sense8, um, um, A Wrinkle in Time, giving some dope ass information.
The Gift.
The Gift, the movie 222.
Oh my goodness.
Wow,
That was a good one.
it's so many. Gosh, now my mind's going blank, but there's so many movies
Yeah.
and TV shows that have been put out that are really giving. They're really spilling the beans.
Yeah, it's the apocalypse. I mean, the apocalypse in itself means the lifting of the veil. So this is the time that we're in. I mean, it's no use in hiding anymore because the information is right out there. I mean, it's literally at your fingertip. 444, really?
Average.
Show them, baby. Show them. They're not going to believe us. And we got 12, 12, 12.
I'm looking
12,
at this.
12
I
views
don't know if
and
it's
12
gonna
likes
show.
right now.
Dang, it's not gonna show it.
12, yes, it is. You got to manifest it.
Oh, come on! I
Hold it
gotta
up a little
hold
higher.
it a different way.
Y'all
Dang
see
it.
that 444?
It's not showing.
Ah.
It's the reflection.
It's say
I'm trying to
444.
show y'all, but it's showing like 4 minutes and 44 seconds as far as the average.
Oh, now
viewing time.
now it went to 447. But yeah, it's a lot of synchronicity. I saw 12, 12. Yep.
Yep. I've been seeing 444 a lot. Yeah,
We've been seeing
it's
like
everywhere.
11, 11.
The synchronicities have been off the chain, and it's gone even further than just numbers. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
situations.
Deja vus, like a lot of deja vus.
Yeah.
I've been having tons of deja vus lately. Like tons, like sometimes 5, 6 in a day.
Boy,
Yeah.
oh boy. But yeah, but we just wanted to come in and share that information. Real quickly, if any of you all have any questions as far as on your spiritual walk, or if you have any questions about our twin flame journey.
Yeah.
I know somebody asked the question the other day about the stages of our relationship.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I mean it
We did a video on the stages before, and we talked about our stage and how we met too. So if you guys want to get some good details about like our stages, it's in the video how we met. Yeah, we did a whole. It was like an hour long, so you get some juicy stuff in that video.
Yep. So yeah, let's see. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, because we don't want to hold y'all too long this evening, because a lot of people got to get up, they got to get ready to go to work tomorrow. So, but yeah, hopefully that information that we shared with you all earlier about the days of the week, definitely look into that. If you can, go back and rewatch this, and some of the things are going to pop out for you, because it actually took me down a rabbit hole,
Right.
Which I'm not comfortable to share with yet.
But but listen, what it does is it brings us to our own truth, because we have our own truth to how we're experiencing this reality and whatever other realities. But each of us individually, we would have our own truth. So you might listen to something, and it might just spark something inside of you, and then you go and go down your own rabbit hole or unlock your DNA codes. You never know, because everybody's in each other's path for a particular reason, to get a particular message. You might not like everything somebody might be saying, but they might just say like a sentence, or it could be a word,
Right.
and it can just spark something inside of you that causes you to go down your own truth, your journey of truth.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's all about knowing what to keep and what to throw away.
Right.
Using that discernment within your own self.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, y'all don't have to agree with everything that we say.
Or
I mean,
anybody for that matter.
we are humbled when people really resonate with us. Is truly, truly humbling. But like I said, this is your journey. This is your movie. You are the starring actor
Mm-hmm.
in your movie.
Yeah.
So you get to decide who are the supporting cast and who the what do they call the people that come on?
The extras.
Yeah, the extras.
Mm-hmm.
You get to decide who the extras are in your movie.
And the NCPs.
And the NCPs.
Or
Oh,
the NPCs, whatever you want to call them. The non-player. The
yes, yes,
non-players.
yeah. So we want to leave y'all with that. Let me before I check out. Let me just make sure nobody else put a request in. Uh,
Yeah, because we don't want to.
yeah.
Last time we did that, we went out and somebody sent in the request, but we had already left the live, and that was
Hmm.
horrible.
Yeah, we had to send the money back. We sent the money back
Oh yeah,
because we ain't gonna keep the money and we ain't
no,
not doing a
no,
reading.
no,
So
no,
yeah,
no. We don't do
but
that. We don't do that here.
we don't do that here. All right, y'all. So we love y'all.
Wait, we got to do a collective
Oh,
reading.
you gotta do. Oh, go for it. Oh,
Oh, honeydew,
honeydew, you are amazing.
we
You
love
see, right when
you.
we about to head out, see what happens.
Yeah, because we're supposed to do a collective reading. That's why. So you see, when you do stuff for the universe does stuff for you, and that's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go with this abundance flow. So, universe, collectively, where are we as a team, as a community? Where are we right now? I hope I get an abundance card. That would be really nice if I get an abundance card, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Life, I guess life. Ooh,
Which one is that?
choice. I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Oh yeah, we all got some choices to make.
So we got 14 likes and 14 views. We getting a lot
Nice.
of double digits. So, which means we have some choices to make collectively. So we're in a place where we have to make choices. I guess this
Yes.
is just the collective energy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't make a choice,
Somebody gonna make it for you.
one will be made for you. So you want to live your life on purpose. Make
Mm-hmm.
your choices on purpose. Don't leave stuff just hanging in the wind.
Mm-mm.
Make your choice, and it's okay. It's okay. Let me go ahead and give. So, Honeydew, what's going on, Honeydew? Let's see what we could do for Honeydew. Honeydew, you want to read in? You want some cards? You want me to pull 3 cards?
Yeah.
All right, let me get Honeydew.
Cause I don't think we pulled anything for honeydew in a minute.
Yeah, let's see what you got going on, Honeydew. See what the cards. What does your higher self have? Ooh, girl, I ain't even finished yet. The
Okay.
sage. We already know you wise. Honeydew, didn't you get the sage the last time I had pulled cards for you?
Probably did.
I'm trying to think. Did I get you? Did you get the sage? I have a feeling that you did get the sage the last time that I had pulled some cards for you. I want to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I did, but I think you did get the sage, didn't you? She said yes. Look at my memory, man. My memory is so on
On point.
point. So you got the sage again, because you know what that means. It means that you're smart and you're wise. You have that old wisdom within you. All right, honeydew.
Mm.
All right, what we got?
Ooh.
Intuition.
I'd
Bam,
like to see
girl,
all
look at
that.
you. Where you come from? Look at you. Intuition. Your intuition is
That's
growing,
my
isn't it?
that's my first time here seeing that one.
Yeah, I bet you her intuition is growing.
Yeah.
Honeydew, please confirm my thingy.
Suspicious.
Union. Boo boo, you got 3 major cards. You have 3 major cards, honeydew. Girl, you major in these streets. Look at
Mm-hmm.
you. She says it is. Look, you got another major card, Union. Honeydew, I had never seen this before. Ain't nobody never got 3 major cards before. That
Mm-hmm.
is beautiful. That is.
Wow.
I'm so. Oh, I feel so.
OMG.
Okay, let me calm down. Okay, so for the sage, right? So you know that you're pretty much like you're a storyteller. You communicate with your thoughts and your feelings, but definitely you want to make sure that you're paying attention to who you're talking to. Um, Definitely devote time to your research and whatever you're doing. Make sure you learn the traditions and customs of others. Get to know your ancestors and your heritage. Only because you're a person of great wisdom, so you're gonna start to you want to start to go ahead and reconnect and open up those DNA strands within you. It might be time for like some type of DNA activation or upgrade.
And I actually just put a meditation on our playlist. Of course, I put the grounding one on there, but there's one that's activating the codes in your DNA by
Mm-hmm.
Andrew. I can't remember his last name, but I just added it on the meditation playlist, so check that out.
Mm-hmm. And that's for the sage. It's the same one you got the last time. Now, union is a beautiful card.
Very beautiful.
Unity and wholeness, harmony arises when we are in alignment. You have unlimited potential. Tap into that potential. A path that marries science and spirituality. So I know, Honeydew, you're very wise and you're very smart. So go ahead and start merging the science with the spiritual. You probably already started doing that already.
Yeah.
Uh, Duality creates separation. Always remember that dualistic mindset's in the matrix. Um, Focus on joining the mind, body, and the soul. Remember, all is connected, right? The union card symbolizes unity and wholeness within oneself. It represents our relationship with ourself and our relationship with the world around us. It represents the harmony that arises when we are in alignment within and with both the seen and unseen world around us. Beautiful. To achieve this centered state is our fifth reason for being. And you got three major cards, girl. The next one is your
Oh, thank you,
intuition.
Goddess Love. Thank you for the
Oh, y'all
donation.
so beautiful. Now, Honeydew, I know your intuition is just booming. Like I'm just getting the thing that it's just growing right now. Your intuition is your sixth sense, the voice of your unconscious mind. Heed your intuitive feelings. You got to start really paying attention to your intuition. Don't doubt it. This is not the time to doubt yourself. Um, it says intuitive skill is born of practice. And also seek a second opinion. It's okay. Okay. If you have to, make your best guess at whatever question that you have, but trust your intuition. It says there are many words and phrases used to describe the subject of the sixth sense. Okay? Knowing, feeling, you get a hunch, whatever it is, it's grown within you. Pay attention to it and listen to it, honeydew. Don't doubt yourself. All right? So that is your wonderful read. Girl, you got three major cards. That is amazing. Yesterday somebody got three fire cards and she was an Aries.
Mm.
That's
Oh
beautiful.
gosh, I done got some in my eye.
I ain't never seen three major cards. Look at this. She got three major cards. She got the intuition, the sage, and sage, you know the sage got plenty of intuition, and then union with self.
Mm.
You are welcome, sweetheart. You are so welcome.
And we got Goddess Love. She wanted to have a card pulled as well.
Goddess love, yes ma'am. I got you, Goddess love. I like your name, Goddess love.
Oh, excuse me, Goddess Life.
Oh,
I'm
well,
just.
where I get love from, I don't know.
Oh, I probably saw it with my third eye.
Okay. Goddess life. Okay, let's go to your higher self and see what type of message we got for you on today. Goddess life. You guys been getting some really good readings for the past couple days, which is amazing.
Oh yeah.
I feel like me and these cards are becoming one. Like they're really shuffling super fast now, and I don't know. It's like I'm getting more in tune with the cards. Let's see. Goddess life. Ooh, integrity came up. Beautiful, beautiful. We have integrity,
Major
and
card.
then we have the sage. You see how many times I shuffled this pack? So the sage, and then union. Why y'all keep getting the same cards? You have three major cards too. What the heck going on? Something going on. Like it's like we becoming almost like a family almost. So the only card that you have that's different in honeydew is the integrity, but you have the union like honeydew, and you have the sage. So with I'm gonna read the integrity card for you. So the integrity, it said, make sure that you act with honesty and honor, and make sure you walk your talk. And everyone deserves a second chance. It says oppose hypocrisy, dishonesty, cruelty, and injustice. Do not play favorites. Be the best person that you can be. For do it for love, not for the profit, and keep your promises. Do not betray a trust. Avoid gossip and speaking ill of others. Do not cheat or take the easy way. Do not follow injustice or cruelty towards the innocent. And it also says the integrity card is the seventh of the influence card. It represents making choices and acting with honesty and honor. Integrity has many forms. There is personal integrity, professional integrity, artistic integrity, and intellectual integrity. So any form, any way of life, we always gonna have integrity. And sometimes, whenever I see this integrity card come up in someone's reading, it might be something that they might be dealing with now, or it might be something in the future. Like, let's say you get offered, some type of, I don't know, promotion, I don't know, whatever it is. Somebody might try to offer you something. They might dress it up real pretty, and they might want you to accept it, but you might have to forget about your integrity for a little bit to get a little bit of profit, and it's going to come a time where you're going to have to make a choice. But always keep in the back of your mind your integrity.
Yeah.
This is how I notice how this card plays out. It is just like a reminder from your higher self to remember what you're giving up for what you're getting, pretty much at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So definitely, definitely goddess love. Being passive aggressive can be good sometimes, but
yeah,
like you said, speak your truth.
yeah,
Speak your truth more
yeah.
often. Don't hold your tongue.
Sometimes you got to say what you got to say, and you got to do what you got to do. Like my little ones out here, you got to keep teaching them. You got to keep teaching them. And the sage, same thing for like a honeydew. You have a lot of wisdom. Sage is an older person with a lot of wisdom. Like a storyteller, somebody who knows a lot. It's time for you to start connecting with your ancestor, connecting with your heritage, so you can get those DNA activations going, right? So you can start remembering who you are and where you came from. And union with self. The way how you get to the sage is union with self. So some self love, some self motivation, some self talk. Getting that union going within yourself, that wholeness, that balance within yourself, so you can unlock those DNA strands, and you can have access to some higher knowledge and some higher power that's already within you.
Yep. Yep.
So that's crazy. So you got three major cards, and Honeydew got three major cards. Y'all are just on fire today, boy.
Yeah. Y'all really on fire.
That is beautiful.
All right.
Well, I hope that was helpful for you, Goddess Life.
And just real quick, on the comments for our community, I know I put a survey out there to see what times would be best for you all to do the lives with us on Instagram. We're pretty much shooting for on Saturdays to do that, and from what I can see so far, we got more people saying that they would like to do it around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturdays. So we're gonna start incorporating that, unless we get some other votes and comments in before Saturday.
Honeydew says she keeps seeing rainbows. Us too.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Us too. I was just telling him, what was it, 2 days ago when we were going to Walmart. It was a big patch of rainbow in the sky, and it's no rain. It is no rain. I'm like, how we get a rainbow and there's no rain? I'm like, it's just a lot of rainbow. You see, even in the stores, like even Bath and Body Works got this whole rainbow line that they got out now. For the kids, it's just a lot of rainbows, a lot of unicorns, just rainbows everywhere. It's just the
Yeah.
time of the rainbow. This is the season for those rainbow babies. This is what I'm getting. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we had the indigos, and then you had this is just the labels they put on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep in mind it's just labels. But you had the what's the ones that came in first? The
Crystals,
indigos,
the
and then the
indigos.
indigos had the crystal, which I think that with my era, the age that I came in, I think I would be considered a crystal.
Mm.
And so my daughter is the rainbow.
Yep.
She's a rainbow because she's like me on 20.
Men and me through and through.
Right. And it's just a different level. So the reason why we've seen a lot of rainbows and stuff, and this is just intuitively, I think this is the time for the rainbow kids. This is their
Mm-hmm.
time. That's just my intuition, what I'm getting, because lately all I've been seeing is rainbows, and my daughter loves rainbows. All she does is draw rainbows all day long.
Yep. Yep. That is it. That is it.
Yes, guys. So I'm glad that everyone got their reading. Um, oh wow, I will need, yes, yes, and you might be like you honeydew. You might be either a crystal or that's a crystal. You might be a indigo. You might be an
Mm-hmm.
indigo. I feel like you're an indigo, honeydew. That's actually just what I feel. I don't know, but I feel like you might be an indigo baby.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, is there anybody else here that would like a reading before we leave? We don't want to hold y'all up too long. We don't want to make this live too long today because it's Sun's Day, the Sun's Day. So
Got to get some things in alignment.
yeah. So if you guys have any questions before we go, drop it in the chat. And if you would like a card reading, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. Let's know.
Mm-hmm.
Or if not, we're gonna go and love you guys and leave you guys so we can go snuggle up.
Get a little bit of chance to unwind. And for those who are working on their dream stuff, definitely take the time to turn the devices off an hour before you go to sleep.
Yes, don't
And
forget.
also if you can, do a light meditation before you go to sleep to
Mm-hmm.
really help get you in tune and get your energies calmed down so that you can really get into a high vibrational type of dream and get some answers that you're looking for.
Yes, and somebody say thank you. You so welcome. Is that Kelrick that said thank
Yeah,
you?
Calvin.
You are so welcome, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely we're gonna go cuddle up now and just enjoy some twin flame love and sending you guys lots and lots of twin flame love and unconditional love and light on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
And stay woke, guys. Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke. Pay attention to everything. Look for your
She said she knew I was gonna say meditate.
yeah. Make sure you do your meditation. Make sure that you're keeping the vessel clean, the body clear, so that you can get your transitions. It can come through smoothly. Try to keep in that heart space. Maintain that attitude of gratitude, even though sometimes it could be hard. But hey, just be mindful.
Yes.
All right, rainbows and stars and stardust and sunshine, and we love you.
All right, y'all. We love y'all.
Love you guys. Peace.
Peace out.